So welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to a new video. How are you all? Hope you're doing really well this week. Well, I hope you're all doing really well and keeping warm. My goodness, how cold is it? And I'm guessing some of you have got snow as well. We don't have snow here in Staffordshire. It is Tuesday morning. It is the most beautiful day outside. There is not a cloud in the sky, but it is bitterly cold. My heating is on and has been on, well, it is now 10 to 11 in the morning. It's been on since 6 o'clock this morning and I don't think I'm going to turn it off today. But I've had quite a relaxed morning today. Tuesday is my day off, one of my days off from work, and a day that I take Nancy out, and we are going to go out later on this afternoon. But today is the day that Mom has got her assessment with the memory team, and they have very kindly said they would actually come here today. We were going to go to them, but because Mom's struggling a little bit with mobility and her arthritis in her knee, they've agreed to come here. So I'm going to go and get Mom shortly and bring her here to my house where they're going to come here. So we are going to go out, but it's going to be later on today. So I've had a bit of a relaxing morning, a bit of a pamper, nice bath, hair wash, freshened up, and just thought, you know what, we race about so much, don't we, that when you can, take the time to have a little bit of you time. Very important. Anyway, there's quite a lot to show you in this week's video. As it's Tuesday, it's not yet my birthday. I am still 48 as we speak, but by the end of this video I should be 49. It's my birthday on Thursday, so I don't fully know what hello Mila, I don't fully know what Thursday is going to bring yet because it's a bit of a surprise, but I know that I'm going out in the evening. But yeah, I've actually been to MAKRO this weekend. I have never been to MAKRO ever before in my life. For those of you that have your own companies or you're in the catering business, you'll probably know what MAKRO is. And for those of you who don't, it's basically a warehouse where you can buy goods in bulk. If you own a company, you get things at a quite a reduced rate. And Paul has his own company, aka The Invisible Chef, which I will link in the description box down below for you if any of you want to go and have a look. But Paul is basically a data analysis in real life, and he has his own company called VizKits, so he's able to have one of these MAKRO cards. So we went for a little visit on Sunday and I bought a few bits and pieces, just household bits and pieces, toilet rolls and things in bulk that worked out quite cheap. And when you go, all the prices that are listed are actually excluding VAT, so you do have to add VAT on. But I bought all sorts of things, and I will just show you this actually, because they sell all the professional cleaning products, obviously, because it is sort of catering for people with big businesses, hotels, the catering industry. But I found these Lenore. I'm going to put the prices for everything that I did buy in the description box down below for you. But this is a fragrance I have never ever seen in the shops. Sea Breeze. Let me know if you have, but I haven't. But it's part of the professional range. I got 2 of those fabric conditioners. They're enormous, very heavy. And yeah, as I say, I got things like toilet roll and multiple packs of washing up gloves and things like that. All the kind of things that you know I would find quite useful. So it was quite an interesting trip. And if none of you have ever been and you know someone's got a company, go with them. If they've got a MAKRO card, you could go and get some bargains. Absolutely great, love it. Anyway, I will stop rambling on. Let's get into this week's video. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. To the warehouse.
Well, I was super excited to go on my first outing to MAKRO. Oh my goodness. They have everything, absolutely everything. I was in my element. Thursday, the 18th of January, was my 49th birthday, and I was treated to a lovely meal with the rest of the family at the Larder in Lichfield, and I can highly recommend the Larder. I went for the first time about 12 months ago when Paul and I were first reacquainted after 30 years. So it was a little bit of a anniversary and birthday treat. Went along with Mum, my brother-in-law Michael, my daughter Grace and her boyfriend Tom, who didn't want to be on camera, and neither did Grace. And we had a gorgeous meal.
Birthday to you, happy birthday dear Polly, happy birthday to you. Yay! Go on, blow it. God, hey.
And there was me earlier on saying we didn't have any snow in Staffordshire, but we did on my birthday, but only just a little bit. So here we are, having our moment on the bed. And I've got to say that this week's vlog hasn't quite gone as I planned. I've had a bit of an emotional roller coaster this week, really. And I've had a lot to take in. And I wanted to do, and throughout January really, I wanted to do a lot of sort of organising and decluttering vlogs for you. And I had every intention of doing that as of about Tuesday this week. So really all I've filmed is my little trip to MAKRO and a little bit on my birthday. And it's because on Tuesday afternoon, Mum had her assessment with the memory team, part of the local mental health team here where we live. An appointment that, as you know, we've been waiting a long, long time for. And as you also know, it was quite obvious to us as a family, and therefore then quite obvious to her GP, that she was suffering with memory loss. And I think we were looking at some form of dementia that needed to be, I thought, properly recognised and officially diagnosed. Well, on Tuesday, she had the really big assessment, which is the definitive tell-all test. And the way that these tests are given and approached, and the questions that are asked and the answers that they receive, the people that do these tests are very highly trained, and they are able to determine from the answers of the tests, A, whether there is a memory loss, and B, what type of memory loss or possible dementia it might be, because they can work out from the results of the test what part of the brain is working and what part of the brain isn't working. So Mum had her diagnosis there and then, and Mum has been officially diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. So it was a very, very challenging afternoon, both for her and for me, but it's also thrown up a lot of information for me to take in. Now, whilst I sort of knew there was going to be some sort of diagnosis, hearing it out loud from the people that know best was heart-wrenching. I can honestly say it was heart-wrenching, and Mum took it very well, really, although was not happy to hear the information, as nobody would be. And it just has sort of highlighted that the road ahead now for us as a family is going to be challenging. It's going to be very challenging for Mom, because at the moment she's aware that she's very forgetful. So it's an upsetting stage for her, and obviously for myself and for the family. There's going to be a progression of this disease. There is no cure for this disease. It can only get worse. So there's going to be a long road ahead. But without looking too far ahead or worrying too far ahead, which is always something I tell myself and I try to tell others, you know, we don't have a crystal ball. None of us know what's going to happen in the future, and there's nothing we can do about the past. So all we can deal with is the here and now. But with something like this, there's got to also be an element of forward thinking as to not knowing how quickly this will progress, and what that will mean for her future, her living arrangements and all those kind of things. So whilst we are playing it by ear, and I'm still going very much day to day with her, it's being aware that changes could happen quite quickly, or they might not. It might take some time. The level that she is at, though, is moderate to severe. She's in that bracket already. So she has been prescribed a drug called memetine, or memetine, however you pronounce it, I'm not sure yet. And that particular drug is prescribed when it is diagnosed at the moderate to going towards severe stage of Alzheimer's disease. So we are in it well and truly, which I've known for a couple of years, but obviously with her age as well, 93, almost 94 this year, it was difficult to know whether it was just a bit of an old age memory loss or whether we're looking at an official dementia diagnosis. And obviously dementia is the umbrella hood for all these different types of dementia, and Alzheimer's disease is one of them. So I've had a sort of a bit of an emotional, I didn't realise it would hit me quite as it did, the realisation that this is now what is ahead of me, us. And I've had to process that, and it's taken me, well, it will take me a long time, but it's certainly taken me all this week to sort of get my head around the fact of, yes, this is what we are dealing with, really and truly. My birthday was lovely, and it was very important for me to have family time as well on Thursday. So I didn't do any filming apart from the meal that we went out to, which was gorgeous, divine. But it's been emotional, and I just wanted to sort of be with Mom, and I don't know, I just want to, the only thing that's made me feel this week, to be honest with you, is a desire to want to be with her more. And I just suddenly feel as if, time is of the essence, and I'm not going to ever get this time back with Mom, regardless what happens, regardless of how old she is. I'm not going to get this time back with her, and I just feel like I'm not sure where my life will take me over the next however many months, years, whatever lies ahead. It could be that I may need to give up work completely in order to be with her more. But anyway, not racing ahead. My feeling at the moment, my emotional side, is saying, spend as much time with her as possible, do whatever she wants to do. If she wants to go out, let's go. And just, and then there's a part of me that goes, well, nothing's changed today as it did from this time last week. So let's just get on with it and get on with what she enjoys doing and what I enjoy doing with her. But then I had another sort of disappointing bit of news as well, if you like, because this operation that I had just before Christmas, on the 18th of December, I had a little operation in my mouth, and I still haven't had the biopsy results for that. So it's possible it was either a little polyp or a little cancerous polyp. I have been told that I've got to go and see the consultant in order to get the results, which will be on the 26th of January. However, about a week or so ago, I thought to myself, this feels very lumpy and it feels weird. I think I told you in one of my vlogs, I thought it felt a bit weird and a bit lumpy. I kept an eye on it. I thought maybe it's just the scar tissue and I'm still healing and all that kind of stuff. And when I looked in the mirror a few days ago, this blinking lump has actually come back. But I sort of looked at it and thought, nah, can't have come back. It was only removed a month ago and I thought it must be scar tissue. It must be. So anyway, I left it another couple of days, and I've been having another look at it again and getting the torch on it and going up to really up close to the mirror and all that. And it's definitely back. It's definitely returned. I thought, this is weird. This is really, really weird. And it's now as big as it was before I had the operation. So I've got to go and see the consultant on the 26th, and we'll have to come up with a plan. I don't know what we're going to do or what they're going to do. I'm guessing I'm going to have to go through it again. But I don't know, to be sure, and I don't have the biopsy results. So I've been all over the place this week with a bit of worry and just a bit of, I'm a bit sad actually, to be honest, you know. Well, you would be, wouldn't you? It's, you know, but yeah, a bit sad, a bit emotional, and I haven't really known what to do, and I've been incredibly busy doing nothing, if that makes sense. I've been very busy with my thoughts, but I haven't been busy practically, so I haven't got that much to show you this week, as you can tell. But I'm sure you can understand that it has been quite a difficult week, and Nancy loves this channel and she loves being part of this channel. She loves all your comments that I always read to her, and so many of you mention her even when she's not in a vlog. You'll always say, how is Nancy, or hope Nancy's okay, or we've missed Nancy this week. And she's a huge part of this channel, because on a personal level, this channel and these videos are a memory box for me, and a memory box for my children for the future. Who knows, maybe even grandchildren one day may watch this, or watch them back, or see what grandma did. But it's important that I keep her involved, because she finds it a lot of fun as well. But she so appreciates all your lovely comments. At Christmas, she was blown away how everybody was saying, you know, Merry Christmas to her, and she's so grateful. So I want to get her to still be part of this channel, and film her on her good days, and get her on the good bits, and when she's enjoying her shopping and all those kind of things. And I think that's really important. And I'm taking her out tomorrow, and we are going shopping, so, and I'm going to take her out for lunch as well. So it's important that we continue to do those things and do all those things that she enjoys so much. But it has been very, very emotional. So I'm sorry there's not a bit more content that I intended in this week's vlog, but I hope you understand why. Give me some advice if you're in the same situation. I'm sure some of you are, or similar situations, and I'm sure you can appreciate the emotional level that this hit me at. You know, it's almost like I knew this was coming, but it was still a shock. You know, it didn't surprise me, but it shocked me. Or I wasn't shocked, but it surprised me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like I kind of knew what they were going to say, but then when you hear it, it's, oh no, oh no, oh no. It's just so sad. And it's such a wicked, wicked disease. It really is. So anyway, I am going to leave this week's video here, and I'm going to make sure I film Nancy as much as possible, and you get to see her as much as possible. Starting with tomorrow, I'm going to take her out and about tomorrow. Hopefully, the weather's a bit ferocious, isn't it? But I'm going to take her out and about tomorrow, and then I've got a busy week coming up this week actually, because I've got that speed awareness course that I've got to do for being a naughty girl and being caught speeding. But I'm also, fingers crossed, going to London for a couple of days, and that's my birthday present off Paul. So we're going to a West End musical. So I'm looking forward to be able to share that with you next week. So I am going to have a very, very busy week. So I still might not get round to doing my next bit of my declutter and tidy up that I want, but that doesn't matter. Those aren't the important things in life, and I can declutter and clean and show you all that at any time, really, can't I? So hopefully I'll be able to show you a lovely week next week, and my birthday present of a trip to London, all being well. So until next Sunday, thank you for joining me, and stay safe, stay in the boat, and keep doing all things good. And I'll see you next Sunday. Take care. Bye.